Friends, colleagues, industry professionals, lend me your ears, assuming they haven't been permanently damaged by 40 years of hydraulic breaker noise. We stand today surveying our magnificent workforce, an army built on false teeth, dodgy hips, dicky tickers, and a bloody minded refusal to retire. And it's just as well they do refuse to retire, because there are far too few people to replace them. And their numbers are seemingly in terminal decline. According to the Skills to Build report from the Centre for Social Justice, the number of demolition and construction workers that fall into the 65 and over category has tripled since 2008. Today, 1 in 3 of our workers is over the age of 50. If we maintain that trajectory, the average age of a UK construction worker will creep past 46 by 2050. The bald and the balding truth is that the country is being literally kept standing by people who should be demanding discounted afternoon tea and a free bus pass, not swinging a lump hammer. They are the last tired heroes of a volatile, precarious market that has refused to invest in its own future and is now running sites that look like an advertisement for some weird saga holiday. Contrast that grim willingness with the apparent reluctance of the young and spry. And the numbers are a damning indictment. Since 2008, we have 2/5 fewer 16 to 24-year-olds in the industry. That's a loss of over 150,000 people. And it's not because the demand isn't there. The industry leads the league tables with 45% of vacancies attributed to skill shortages. It's simply that these fresh faced and fit young things look at demolition and construction as a career path built on uncertainty and thankless hard graft. Large part of the fault lies in our dysfunctional labour model. It's built on boom and bust volatility, which means that when the market dips, we lay off staff, driving them out permanently to possibly find stable work elsewhere. That reliance on short term flexibility and risk mitigation has led to a chronic underinvestment in training. Why train someone when they'll only be with you until the market takes another dive or when they're likely to walk for a few extra quid down the road? This mindset is perfectly encapsulated by the fact that 80% of plasterers and 79% of bricklayers, the very trades disappearing the fastest, are self employed. It's a classic problem. Employers avoid the cost of employment, workers chase the rate, and the pipeline of people runs dry. And if the market volatility doesn't kill their ambition, the broken education and training system certainly will. Our young people are sent through a curriculum that prioritises degrees but ignores the dignity of labour and then leaves them high and dry. Out of the 71,000 who complete a construction related further education course, a staggering 58,900 fail to progress into construction employment quickly. And the reason is laughably simple, according to the CSJ report. There's not a single college course at level 2 or above that meets the industry's MVQ standards for skilled worker accreditation. They leave college thinking they're qualified only to discover they can't even get a blue card, locking thousands into low skilled limbo or driving them out entirely. As one employer starkly put it, they see many who think they are bricklayers only to discover that they can't actually get work. The resulting churn is immense. 85% of labourers, the entry point for many young people, don't renew their CSCS card when it expires. They just exit the sector entirely. The industry fails to retain them because we've built a system with no clear progression pathway from the site floor to actual skilled status. All of which would be frustrating at any time. But when it happens in the midst of a prolonged and deepening skill shortage, it is utterly preposterous. We have a desperate need for competent people, yet we have somehow made it harder and harder for those competent people to enter the industry or to stay within it. So, as our workforce ages, perhaps it's time to make some changes. Maybe we need lift systems rather than steps to help arthritic operators into their machines. Maybe we need on site eye tests for the myopic. And if you're giving a toolbox talk anytime soon, you might want to speak up so that old Bob at the back can actually hear you.